Hey, On Guard family, it's Sensei. I'm reaching out this way because I went to write an email and there was just way too much stuff to type. So I'm just going to talk at you. If you have any questions, just message me, email me, whatever you need. So it's taken me 4 months because I wanted to take my time and pick out the right uniform for our students. I didn't want to just jump into it and, go with what I had been used to or what I thought I would wanted. So I went with one that I finally picked out and I tried on and I liked it. I had had another one in mind and I went and put it on and it was scratchy and stiff and I hated it and I didn't want our kids to have to suffer through that. It was very uncomfortable. So back to the drawing board, started again, and I found this one. This is the uniform I've selected for the school. Appreciate your patience with waiting for me, that I could take my time and not rush into it and make a bad choice. So here's what we have. It's going to be called a gi because it's a karate uniform. I know some of you were used to a dobok, which is a taekwondo uniform. Uh, it means the same thing as a uniform for the most part, but we call it a gi now. Here's what it is. It's going to be, depending on what level they are, the uniform will change color. But to start out, they'll have a white one. And then it's going to look like this. So it has a flap here and a flap here. I know it's really hard to see in the dark with black, but that's my uniform. So it'll tie on the inside across here, and then this will flip across and it'll tie over there. So if you can picture the Karate Kid movies with Ralph Macchio, that's what this one is. It crosses over, it's old school style. The pants are just regular dobok pants. They don't match the ones we had. Some of your kids already have on. They're still very different. It's a thinner material. It's a little more comfortable for moving. I don't think it's very scratchy at all. So they will have the logo on the front, like this one here. It'll have it on there. I just don't have it on this one yet. And then it'll have our logo on the back, just like it has on their t-shirts. You check it out. So I had bought it, I washed it, put the logos on, washed it again, dried it, just to make sure everything would work out okay for us. No issues with any peeling or anything, which was great. I think I've got that figured out. So anyway, I think what the deal is Eric and I have talked about this, and we couldn't make a decision. So what we're going to do is this. I would prefer if your student bought the gi, just because you're supposed to wear one. It's old school. It's part of the tradition of the art. You're supposed to have a gi on. See, I stay with dobok too. You're supposed to have the gi on. That's how it works. Now, where I was struggling is I wear the dobok or the gi all year long. You rarely would see me when I was teaching before in a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. That's just not how I was trained when I started back in the dinosaur ages. You always wore the whole uniform. But they're expected to wear the uniform from September 1st through June 1st, where it's the colder months and we wear the entire uniform. For the summertime, when I was training way back when, we could wear the pants and then we could wear a school t-shirt. That's what I'm going to have our students do. I'm going to go with the pants, the gi pants, and then their school shirt. So they already have the school shirt. They're good to go with that one. So they can wear it now or, wear it over when the summer comes along as well. But because by the time I get the gis in and get them made for your kiddos, it could be the end of March. Then we have April and May, and then summertime hits. They'll just need the pants part of it. I'm not going to require you purchase it until the fall. As of September 1st, they'll need to have the full uniform ready to wear. For right now, again, I would prefer they do it just because it's part of the martial art. It's part of making the kids feel like they're one unit. It shows rank. It shows your achievement. You're not required to buy the different colored uniforms. You could just buy white and stick with white if you wanted to. We do have different colors. It's going to be white for level 1, and it is very similar to your other school, is blue for level 2, red for level 3. The biggest change is in level 4. They're almost a black belt, so I'm going to reward them with black pants and then the red top. And then when they get to black belt, like Maggie and Zach, they'll wear all black like I do. The only difference between them and an instructor, or sensei as we call it in the karate, is that mine is gold to match my belt. for the other black belts because they're not teaching per se. I mean, they do teach, which is wonderful, and they do help me and they correct the students, but they're not actually a sensei. They'll just have white text on theirs. But anyway, that's irrelevant. So what it comes down to is I've tried to, keep the price very reasonable. You're not going to pay like $100 for the uniforms. Try to keep them very reasonable. We prefer you get it. I understand if you don't, but you will need to purchase it come the fall if you choose not to get it now. I'm going to place the order on Monday, and that way I can get them back as soon as possible, get them washed, get the logos on for your kiddos, hopefully have them back to you in the next, maybe 3 weeks. So anyway, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, shoot me a Facebook message, whatever works for you, and let me know. If you're going to get the uniform, let me know before Monday morning, and I'm gonna send the order in to the company. I think they're cool. I think the kids are going to like. The kids that have seen them have liked them, but it is a cost, so I'm going to leave that up to you guys, okay? So again, thank you very much for your patience. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate the opportunity to teach your kids. It's really interesting seeing them now, just a few of them on the mat instead of with 20 other kids, and being able to see where their strengths are and where their weaknesses are. And then as an overall, like, okay, we need to improve on aggressiveness. When we do our kicks, we're not always really strong, and there's things we need to work on. But it's really nice to have a small group to be able to focus on each kid. So anyway, thank you very much for letting me teach your kids again, and I'll send the email out later today, or probably in a few minutes, with the information and the prices and all that. Check it out, get back to me, and I did tell the kids, again, trying to make it easy on you guys, is that it wasn't required until the fall, but I would like them to have it. So that way, they do know that they're not required to have mom and dad buy the uniform. So, okay, thank you very much, and I will see you guys, most of you, on Saturday night. If not, I will see you next Thursday. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.